So I've been cleaning up all weekend, you can imagine. Open up all the windows. Oh, I had to like scour down the walls, and I've been throwing stuff away. I really like that ceramic, but I had to throw that away because it was just. And Febreze, oh, you should see me with the Febreze, like trying to get rid of the smoke smell. It sticks to everything. Yeah, I never thought it would really, stick to everything like that. Yeah. There was a small fire at my house last week. My mom, she was cooking something for me, and the phone rang. It was a telemarketer, and you know how they can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
They don't
okay?
take no for an answer, you know. So they had her on the phone, and she got a little distracted. And anyway, he had the sense of mind to call the fire department for us. So really glad he did that.
Thank
you know.
God.
What happened?
Yeah.
It's okay?
Anyway,
I mean, did anybody get hurt?
Yeah, no, it's fine. You know, I've been wanting to redo that kitchen for the longest time. And I went to the hardware store and I picked up like, there's this tile chart that they gave me so I could sort of pick. And I could not decide what, actually I sort of narrowed it down. I wasn't sure if I should go with like autumn
How are you doing?
tones or, but I already did these tones. So I'm thinking maybe I should do something totally different. And I was thinking, but it's...
Hey, Randy.
Please.
Have you heard anything from Doug yet?
No, well, okay.
Can I?
Yeah, so,
Thanks.
I sent him an email today.
Yeah.
And he hasn't responded yet. So,
Oh, okay,
you know,
well-
over at Cryofertility, he's busy maybe, or...
Yeah.
It's kind of odd though, because, you know, he usually responds like right away. He checks his email every 30
Oh,
seconds. But
Really? You think maybe he's away or
well,
on vacation?
he might have been away at his desk. He might be really, really super busy. I just haven't heard back from him yet. So,
Oh.
yeah,
Okay, well,
you know...
just let me, I mean, don't worry about it. Let me know when you hear from
I mean,
him.
I should have phoned him maybe and tried to get him directly. I don't know. I just hope they're not monitoring his email or anything, but
Wow.
it should be.
Okay, well, if it's awkward, not to worry about it.
So?
Michelle,
Oh,
what did you think?
Michelle.
I mean, for a stripper. I mean,
Hey, hi fellas.
Hi.
Can you let an old gal in? Oh my
Sure, why
gosh, it was like Boxing Day up there. I had to use my elbows to get in here.
Yeah,
Gosh, some of those people.
it's rough. Anyways, I did actually spend the afternoon at the women's clothing store.
the whole afternoon.
Well, just part of
Just
it,
a
really.
nice Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, you know.
Window
you know.
shopping.
Yeah, had to look around a little bit. Anyways, I saw the item which you told me about,
Yes.
and I think it'll be perfect for my friend. It wasn't as outrageous as maybe I would have gone with,
Interesting.
but I think
Yeah.
it'll suit my friend just fine.
Excellent. I mean, you have to approve of the, I mean, the shape, the merchandise, the way it just sort of hangs there.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
It's really beautiful. You know,
ample.
ample's a good word for it.
Right, so if I go with the brown, okay, I thought I brought another, okay,
Well, that's pretty amazing. I mean, it must have been terrifying for your mom, huh? She must have been really freaked out, I would think.
well, she's confused, you know, and disoriented. I mean, the alarms go off and here comes the fire truck and all these strange men in the house and the smoke and the fire, and so she's scared, you know, and now she's talking about she wants to go home. She wants to move back home, to her home.
I didn't even know she was still with you, to be honest.
Well, yeah, Simone's situation, Simone doesn't want her back. Her marriage is still, I don't know what's going on there, and it just, the stress, so...
Okay, what
I'm
is
not-
your damage? Jesus. Sorry, Julia, she's not returning my call.
Well, that's unfortunate, Lucas.
Well, it's just, I don't know if it's a female thing or it's just a...
Maybe now is not the time to be thinking out loud.
Sorry.
Are you looking for this, darling?
Did you see, yeah, was it this one? No, I thought I brought, I thought I picked up like 2 of these, and now I can't.
Well, that's, you know what, we can just focus on this one.
Okay, no wait. So you're now going in for the interview for the promotion?
Yes.
But you gave them a screwy resume.
Yes.
But you're going now.
Yes.
But you don't want the job.
No.
So why are you going for the interview?
Agnes. Okay, it's like this. Agnes really wants me to get this promotion, right?
Yeah.
She says it'll be good for my career.
That's what I said.
Yeah, thank you. And it'll be good for us. I'll be making a little bit more money, and that's great. I don't want this job because I don't want to leave my friends, right? So, if I go through the motions or make it look like I'm really, really trying hard to get this job and they don't hire me, I can go to Agnes and say, honey, I'm sorry, I tried, but it's out of my hands. They picked somebody else. That way she's happy and I'm happy
So,
and everything's
You gonna
happy.
mess around with the interview now?
Well, the thought had occurred.
Why don't you just be honest with her?
Well,
Why don't you just tell her? Because now you're jeopardizing your reputation at work.
no, I don't think so. I mean, okay, look, it's like this. Honesty isn't always the best policy, you know? For example, the other day, you know, she's trying on a pair of pants,
Yeah.
and she says, you know, like, do these pants make me look large? Right? What's the first thought that comes in my mind? Brutal honesty? I'm gonna say, yeah, you're looking a little bit tighter on the bum area. No, you're not gonna say that. You're gonna smile and go, honey, you look beautiful no matter what you wear. That kind of honesty can get you killed. This kind of little bending of the truth, you know, can save you a lot of grief, and that's what it's about. I mean, I want to make her happy, but I want to make myself happy, and if that means I have to bend a bit, then so be it. I mean, that's something I'm willing to do.
Wow. So, Zach, why are you buying women's clothes?
Well, it's for my roommate, Shauna, actually.
Yeah, he was buying her a bra.
A bra?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, in my day, I'd go down to the Woolworths by myself or with my mom and buy my undergarments, not getting a boy to do it.
Well, you know, times have changed.
Yeah, well, actually, it's because she's in a play. She's in a play at school, and she hurt her ankle, right? So she couldn't really go to the shop on her own. So she asked me to go and get the bra that she needed for the play. It was the strapless kind because of the dress, and she couldn't, you know, use this strap.
Gel. I think it has gel in it. Is that what
Maybe.
gel? Yeah.
So, have you guys heard they almost caught Saddam Hussein? Apparently, I mean they were looking for his chief of security and
His gel bra.
What, yeah.
No. They almost found him. Apparently, I mean I think they're always almost finding him. You know, I think maybe he's hiding somewhere with Mr. Bin Laden. Maybe they're in the White House or something.
Or they're out on a shopping trip looking for ladies' underwear.
And she was, you know, panicky, and the police came in. Of course, I had to talk to them.
Whoop,
I don't even
excuse
know.
me for a sec.
And the fire department, they were just, and it was wet, like, it was wet everywhere. And then I had to talk to the neighbors, of course. I had to, you know, reassure them.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Well, you know,
I went to Enzo's house on Saturday night for dinner. I met his mom and dad, and he's got this his grandmother. She's an ancient woman, but she's really lovely. And he was sitting there, and he was cutting her food, and he was feeding her, and there was something really beautiful about it. And to see how, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just.
I know what you're trying to say. You know, I'm at this stage now where I'm taking care of my mom.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of a job I'm doing, you know.
Shannon, it's not your fault that you weren't there.
She could have died, Nicole. I wasn't there.
You can't
No.
be there every minute. You can't be there all the time. And none of that is your fault. She just needs help. That's all.
But if you are lying already, doing things that are compromising what you want to do, then What kind of a basis is that for a marriage with Agnes?
Well, I'm not telling lies every day. I mean, this is a couple of little instances where I'm just trying to smooth everything over to keep her happy.
That's
I
what
mean,
it starts with, is a couple of separate incidences.
no, it's never going to balloon into something huge. Like, look, our relationship isn't defined by my job, so that's why I feel safe enough to sort of let this issue slide a bit.
What's
I mean,
it defined by?
Look, it's like the old proverb, okay? Right? A reed that bends in the wind will last a lot longer than one that is stiff that will break. And they use that on Star Trek Voyager, so I know it's...
Yeah, I wouldn't know that. What I do know is I had 2 marriages that broke, like the Reed or whatever. They broke, and you know what they broke from? Lies and deceit and just a build-up so that we weren't partners anymore. We started as partners, we started as friends, and the communication just slowly eroded and ended up to be just one big lie.
Yeah, but you know, like, lying to cover up misdoings or bad deeds is one thing. Lying to keep everybody happy is completely another thing. You know, I'm trying to draw her closer. I'm trying to keep us in good communication with each other. Because if she's mad at me and I'm mad at her, we're not going to be talking, right? So it's better to pick and choose your battles and, you know, take it from there. And
Well,
that's
just
what
be
I'm
careful
trying
the
to do.
lies aren't leading to the same kind of non-communication you're worried about.
Well, I'm trying really hard to keep it open. I want to make her happy. I do.
Yeah, you've got to be happy too, though.
If she's happy, I'm happy.
So you have this investor, okay? He's an old guy, and he tells me stories of how Bob Hope used to come down to Exhibition Stadium. He would sit there for like 10, 12 hours a day signing autographs, you know?
Really?
That age in showbiz is gone, you know?
Totally.
You probably never even heard of the guy.
Look, I've heard of Bob Hope before, okay? I just, you know, he was before my time. What did he have, like a television show or something?
He was a total showbiz
Zach,
legend.
do
He's
you
gone.
wear women's clothing?
No?
Well, Zach, actually, I think it's, you know, I think it's time to fess up, you know?
What?
There's a closet you're hiding in, and maybe you should come out of it. Yeah.
I don't wear women's... I'm not a cross-dresser, jeez.
Are you sure? You can
Okay.
talk to me.
Okay, yes, I wear women's clothing, and in fact, it was Pete that showed me that I don't have to be ashamed of it anymore. You know, once I found out that he too liked to wear halter tops and mini skirts, I realized I didn't have to hide anymore. Isn't that right, Pete? Thank you.
You're welcome.
And another light at the end of the tunnel is that you're gonna have one kick-ass kitchen.
Excuse me. You know, I can't believe Julian. Last week she tells me that I can't see Charlie anymore. Now she's not taking my call. Okay, I've left 25 messages over the weekend. She hasn't returned one of them. Like, the nerve on her. I mean, total lack of disrespecting me. It's...
Why can't you see Charlie anymore?
I don't know, sugar, You know what? Screw it. Screw it. She wants to play like that. I'll phone her at home. It's as simple as that.
Well, if you phoned her 25 times, don't you think that's enough?
No, she needs to, I want to understand what's going on. Hi, guys. It's Lucas calling. I'm actually trying to get a hold of Julia. I've left a couple messages on her cell phone to no avail. If she could give me a call back at her earliest convenience, that would be much appreciated. All right, have a nice day.
Lucas, have you thought about, what is his name, your friend?
Ed.
The father, her husband, whatever?
Hey, the truth is the truth, okay? My dad used to say you gotta grab the steer by the horns, okay? You gotta go for what you want. Assertion. You gotta be assertive.
And it doesn't matter if you disrupt a whole family's lives?
The truth is the truth. They can deal with it. I have to deal with what I have to deal with, okay? My father would do the same for me. It's my son.
Look, maybe I'm not being fair to Agnes, okay? I mean, I come on this train and you guys only hear the bad side of Agnes, but there are really, really good qualities that I really do love and cherish about her.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
You know, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's driven, you know, she cares for me.
But if she's all those things, if she is smart and intelligent, why do you have to humor her all the time? Why don't you just tell her? I'm sure she could deal with all the things you were throwing at her. And what I'm worried about is that you'll just build kind of a resentment. If you are constantly compromising yourself, resentment will creep in, and resentment is a marriage killer.
Look, it's not that I resent her. Look, I have to admit, all right, maybe I'm not the most motivated person in the world, and I do get a little bit complacent, and, you know, I tend to stay in one spot a little bit too long. I mean, all of these things that she wants from me, I know they come out of her love for me. She wants me to do better. She wants us to do better. And, you know, sometimes I buck that, and change is hard sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, let's be honest with something. I don't really know what love is anyway. I don't presume to know what love is. I've had my fair share of relationships where I thought it was love, and things just got turned upside down. So, hey, maybe you've got the right approach. I know for a fact that dishonesty will just never really get very far in any relationship.
yeah, well,
That's all I'm saying.
You guys seem to be knowledgeable in this whole dressing up in female clothes thing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
can you keep a secret?
Sure.
I don't know. It's just, look, I was cleaning on Saturday, which, you know, is my ritual, and, you know, Daniel, he hadn't put his winter clothes in his other closet. He just had them all mixed up. So I was just cleaning out his closet, sorting things out, and, well, I found a packet of photos, you know? And I just thought, oh, well, why aren't they up with the photo albums? Because I always put all the photo albums, you know, together at, you know, one time a year. Anyways, I looked in it, and they were photos of Daniel dressed up like a woman in my clothes. In my clothes. Now, he was wearing a skirt, and this wasn't like in our basement or something. This was out on the street or in some back alley or something, in broad daylight. Like, what the heck is that? I mean, is this what you guys do?
It's really different for everyone.
Yeah. It's wow.
So I gotta do something. I mean, now more than ever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was looking into the nursing homes, but there's like this huge waiting list. I was checking them out, so forget about that. Simone, she can't take her back.
Why not?
Well, you know, her marriage, first of all, her husband would never go for it, and her marriage is pretty rocky right now, and that would just add to the stress, plus she's got her kids, so that's out of the question. I could keep her, but I'm not there all the time. I need to be there.
Why don't you
know?
two
And last
share?
night- What?
Why don't you and Simone share?
I just said we can't do that.
Why
You know,
not?
she's got her stuff going on at home, and that's not an option right now.
I think you should. That would solve your problem right there.
Well,
you
it's
want to
not
do
an
what's
option, Lucas.
What do you
That
want to
would
do?
solve
Simone's got
my-
her own things going on, and that's not an option, okay?
You know, if that would solve my problem right there, we would have done that already.
No,
But
it
that's
sounds
not an
to me.
option right
It
now.
sounds
that's
to
my
me
point.
that you're asking instead of telling. What you need to do in this situation is tell them where you're at and what you want.
This is not about bossing people around, okay? I'm trying to figure out the best way to deal with my mother's situation right now.
and I'm
okay?
offering
The
a good
safest-
solution.
Okay, Lucas,
What makes
with
you
all
think
due
that?
respect, I am sorry that you can't see Charlie anymore, but maybe this is not the appropriate time for you to be giving advice on familial issues.
You know what? This has nothing to do with Charlie.
You know, there's really nothing to worry about. I mean, I remember back in 1982, before this kid was born, you know, Larry's Hideaway downtown, safety pin in the ear, Sex Pistols, you know, eyeliner. Just, you know, it's what the kids do.
Okay, look, Brenda, I'm sorry, but we were actually just joking earlier.
What?
We don't dress in women's clothing. We're not cross-dressers.
No,
Okay?
we're not.
Oh,
But-
great.
But you know, when I was a kid, when I was like 7 years old, I was totally obsessed with Michael Jackson. I had all his
he's not a
albums.
girl.
Close.
No, but I made my mom take me to the hairdresser and, get my hair done like Michael Jackson. I came out with a crappy perm. So, there's pictures of it.
There you go. Zack and Jerry, girl.
Well, no, like in my day, boys were boys and girls were girls. Boys wore pants, unless you grew up in Scotland, you might wear a kilt.
Well,
but-
look, what about, for example, David Bowie? Okay, you remember that guy? huge pop
Yeah,
icon. You know
yes,
David Bowie is,
yes.
okay? David Bowie went through all these different phases in his career, right? He's like a chameleon, all right? And he would experiment and tried all these different things. In the end, he's married to a supermodel. He's got a beautiful kid. It's just, you know, no problem.
Didn't he sleep with Mick Jagger?
Just be careful the patterns you set up so early, because the issues are small now, and it gets so complicated so quickly.
I appreciate your advice and your concern, Liz. I really do. Fact of the matter is, you know, I know Agnes isn't perfect. I know she can be really passive-aggressive. I know she can be pushy. But I also know that I love her very much. And a lot of people keep asking me, like, why? How could you love somebody so much and complain about them? And she's the only woman to ever really give me the time of day, you know, and to really invest herself in me, and to care for me, and to get to know me on the inside. And she's also the only woman I've ever been with, you know. And if that means that I have to compromise to make her happy, then I will. If that means that I have to bend a bit to get our relationship to work, then I'll do it, because I love her and that's what it's about.
You're just a romantic.
Of my third class